What if one day, without warning, everything you loved was taken from you? What if your children were gone, your home destroyed, your wealth burned to ashes, and your health shattered? What if the very people meant to comfort you told you it was your fault? And what if God Himself seemed silent? Would you still trust Him? This is the story of Job. There once lived a man named Job in the land of Uz. He was blameless and upright, a man who feared God and turned away from evil. He was greatly blessed, respected by all, and known for his integrity. His life was full, family, honor, and abundance surrounded him. Yet beyond what human eyes could see, a challenge arose in the spiritual realm.
Have you considered my servant Job? There is none like him on the earth, a blameless
Satan
and
accused Job's faith, claiming that his devotion was only the result of blessing, not love.
Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not placed a hedge around him around of factors?
God allowed Job to be tested, not because Job was weak, but because his faith was genuine. Then, in a single day, Job's world collapsed. Messengers arrived one after another, each bringing worse news than the last. His livestock was stolen, his servants killed, fire consumed his flocks, and raiders swept away what remained. Finally, the most devastating message came: his sons and daughters were gone, crushed beneath a fallen house. Job stood in grief, torn and broken. Yet instead of cursing God, he worshipped. He acknowledged that everything he had came from God and belonged to God. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Job 1:21. Though Job lost everything, his faith remained. Still, the suffering did not end. His health was taken next. Painful sores covered his body from head to toe, and he sat among the ashes, scraping his wounds in misery. His wife, overwhelmed by grief, urged him to give up and curse God. But Job refused, choosing faith over despair. Friends came to comfort him, but their words soon turned into accusations. They believed suffering must always be the result of sin. Job defended his innocence, cried out in anguish, and questioned God not with hatred, but with honesty. He did not understand why this had happened, yet he refused to let go of God. At last, God answered Job from the storm.
Who is this that darkens counsel with words without knowledge? Stand firm like a man.
I will question you, and you will answer me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding.
God spoke of the foundations of the earth, the mysteries of creation, the power behind the universe, reminding Job that his wisdom was far greater than human understanding. Humbled, Job realized that he had tried to grasp what was beyond him. He bowed in repentance and trust, recognizing that faith does not require all the answers. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Job 42:5. Because Job remained faithful, God restored him. His losses were redeemed, his life renewed, and his future filled with hope. Job lived many more years, seeing generations of blessing, not because he demanded answers, but because he trusted God even in the silence. Job's story teaches us that faith is not proven by comfort, but by endurance. God does not promise a life without suffering, but He promises His presence in the storm. When pain makes no sense and heaven feels quiet, faith still matters. God is still sovereign. God is still good. And like Job, we can hold on to hope, even when everything else is stripped away. I know that my Redeemer lives. Job 19:25.